some parents like to work until they are quite old, and then they retire, but then they should have a large amount of money in their bank or something like that. Otherwise, parents should ask for it, ask for the money,
By Minister of State Mrs. Yu Fu-Yee-Shun, we learned that 60% of senior citizens in Singapore depend on children to give them cash to support themselves. Is the act of providing parents with a monthly allowance part of Singaporean culture and a sign of respect? Or is it something that most feel is unnecessary if their own parents are also working? We find out from the kids on the street about how they feel parting ways with their hard-earned cash.
Wish so, but my job is very low income. I do wish to give my parents money.
A lot of senior citizens in Singapore are dependent on their children for money. Do you think it's safe for them to do that?
No, seriously no. Because now, currently Singapore are more materialistic, and you can see from TV, from newspaper that after the parent die, they just fight for their money. It's like now Singapore don't talk about feelings; it's all about money.
I'm planning to give some of my pay to my parents because so that to ease the burden on my family. Yep, both of them are working.
So, if both of them are working, why do you think that you should give them money?
Because I'm 16 now, so I have to be more independent and learn to earn my own money and not just rely on my parents.
I don't think so, because majority of the senior citizens in Singapore are still able to go out and work. Yeah, even in McDonald's, you can see senior citizens working. Instead of just staying at home, they should actually still go back to society and work. It'll be better for them also.
Why?
Because they can also earn an extra income for themselves. They don't have to be totally independent on their children. At the same time, they also can make more new friends in the society and know how the society progresses.
Even though they are actually old, if they are fit and they can work, I think they should do something to support themselves and not just depend on their children. Yeah.
But do you think that children should be giving money to their parents?
Yes, they should actually also provide some kind of monthly allowance to their parents, because their parents have been raising them since they were young. So when they are older and they are working, they should turn around and support their parents.
I'm currently living with my grandparents now. Yeah, and from what I can see is for my grandfather, every day he really does nothing except for watching TV, and because of that he actually gets really frustrated. And my grandma, because she has nothing to do, then she's always in a bad temper, as you know. She's always grumpy. For my grandparents, they're quite lucky because everyone is contributing to them, and so they're actually quite rich. Because all the kids actually give I think quite a lot of their allowance to my grandparents. But I think it really depends. If let's say next time, it really depends on whether I have the ability to support them or not. If let's say I'm only earning 1,000 a month and I can barely support myself, then I think maybe my richer siblings can help to support a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's obvious, right? Yeah. Because
they brought us up, so we have to pay them back.
I think it's okay if the children support their parents, because their parents did bring them up.
Would you give them a regular monthly allowance or just give what you can afford?
Regular. Monthly, yeah, regular.
And even if they're still working?
I don't think they'll be working.
You don't think they'll be working then? Why not? You think they might retire?
Enjoy retirement.
Because when they were working, they provided for their children, so it's only right that their children provide for them now.
However, I seem to disagree, because in a society like ours, we should encourage independence, and there are measures that are being taken by the government, such as increasing the retirement age, and I think we should help our elderly, but as long as they are physically able, I think they should be working for themselves. If they do have obstacles such as physical disabilities or mental disabilities, then I think that we should actually assist them, because they are our parents after all.
If when you all start working, how many of you will actually contribute money to your parents? Can I see a show of hands? So, so all of you will actually give money to your parents. If your parents are working, how many of you will still be giving your parents money? Still all. So at the end of the day, it seems that Singaporeans are a fairly filial lot, and giving their parents some form of support is seen as being able to give back to them as a sign of their love and respect.